The first thing to understand about your pain is that it's not an accident. It's not just part of life. It's not just something you have to live with, okay? These are the stories that I used to tell myself for years. As long as I could remember, I had this really tension holding pattern. It was painful, but it was more of like a tension holding pattern in the right side of my body. And I had told myself for so long it was just like part of life. Like everybody has this, right? Everybody has their own like aches and pains, and it's just normal. And it caused me to even have, like, throughout my life, all kinds of neck and back issues. And even at one point, I had gotten diagnosed with slightly scoliosis. And I had told myself just over and over again, oh, I just have to live with this. I have to manage it. And I remember looking up on Google so many times, um, what is the emotional cause of right hip pain? And what is the metaphysical meaning behind this pain? And I was searching for answers. And you've been there. You've been searching. You've been like, what the fuck? Like, something needs to tell me what's going on. And I would get these jumbled answers where it's like, oh, it could be this, it could be that, it might also be from this, it might also be from that. And then I start sitting there trying to come up with like what it could have been. And I'm digging into all of these like chaotic ideas. That's the best way I can describe it. It's just like so much was going on and it wasn't clear. I never felt like I got clarity or relief from the pain. Or the tension, and it was just there. It was always just kind of nagging at me, like forever, so much so that it becomes part of life. It just becomes like, oh, this is just part of how my body is. And it wasn't until I was getting a massage one day and something unleashed in me. And it was like, it's time for you to face this. Like, it's time for you to face this. And during that massage, I had all of these feelings of denial come up where I was like, oh, I'm having memories pop up in my head right now that I do not want to look at. And I knew as soon as I got done with that massage, it was so painful. I knew. I sat there and I felt the part of my leg and I was like, oh my God, you have so much to tell me. It was just like I innately knew it was time for me to really start listening. And rather than take the route of like searching outside myself for answers, I decided to just go inward and actually listen to what my body was telling me. And I ran into a huge roadblock in this. I was noticing that there would be feelings and sensations happening, and I would feel myself blocking whatever memory or whatever thing that was there from my own awareness. Like, I felt myself blocking it. And I thankfully had somebody to help me through this, which is what I'm doing for you here, to tell me, you have to be willing to unravel all of the deception and to really see the truth. And this was something that I didn't quite realize how interwoven into my life this was. You have to understand that when your body is sending you this message for so long and you're ignoring it, you are attempting to protect yourself, protect your beliefs, protect your idea of the way the world works, the way life is. And in that attempt to protect yourself, you create this deception where you're hiding the truth from yourself. You are actively preventing yourself from seeing the truth of your reality. Now, this naturally leads into every behavior that you take, everything that you do, everything that you are becomes a deception. And letting yourself actually unravel and uncover the truth will change you and change your life. And that can feel really scary. That can feel really fucking scary to actually confront the truth, because things as you know it will change. And this doesn't mean that they're going to change for the worse or that things are just going to fall apart and your life is going to be screwed. No. It's just a change. It's not good or bad. To be very clear, the fact that you lied to yourself also isn't good or bad. It's just what happened. And to continue down this road of listening to what your body is telling you, you have to start with two things. You have to allow whatever comes up to not be judged by you as good or bad. You have to let yourself look at things as if they just happened. They weren't bad, they weren't good. It's just you looking at the truth. And as you go, you'll get more used to this. But also, the second thing to become aware of is you have to be willing to ask yourself this question. Am I willing to unravel and let go of all of the deception? All of it. Not just little bits and pieces, not just parts. We're not going into this to be like, oh, I'll see a little bit of the truth and that'll be good enough. Because to really let go of that pain, to really let go of what's happening in your body, you have to be willing to let go of all of the deception. Take some time to ask yourself that question. Take some time to notice. Start with the question, am I ready to unravel all of the deception? Am I willing to let go of all of the lies? Number one. And then number two, take some time to let yourself see just your current situation objectively. I'm feeling a sensation in my thumb and my wrist. I'm feeling a sensation in my hip. I have this holding pattern in my body. Just acknowledging what's there without judging it as good or bad, without feeling like you need to fix it. Because the whole thing is that there's nothing to fix. Your body is just talking to you. And this is coming up right now so you can listen. You're not being presented with anything you're not ready to handle. Once you take some time to address those questions and ponder the lack of judgment, okay, just letting yourself see things as they are. Not good, not bad, not right, not wrong, not broken, not in need of fixing. Just, this is something that's happening. You're going to proceed, and it's very simple, okay? You're going to proceed by sitting with yourself in silence with no distractions at all. And just relax. Take some deep breaths. Now, don't lay down because you can tend to fall asleep. I recommend sitting like on the floor while you do this. Somewhere where you can just sit and be with your body. And it may be uncomfortable, especially at first. You may be like, ugh, like, fuck, my leg hurts. Like that was how it was for me. Like I was like, ugh, like this hurts. I don't want to sit like this. I want to lay down. Like I want to get away from the pain. But when you sit there and you just allow yourself to breathe and start to relax into it and get okay with the sensation being there, what you're going to do is you're going to put your hand, one of your hands, over that part where you feel the strongest sensation. And you're just going to ask yourself, what would you like me to see? You're showing yourself. You're telling your body and you're showing your body with the physical touch and with the acknowledgement that you're ready and you're listening and you're here with whatever is there. You can speak to yourself in whatever words feel good for you. You can say, hey, I'm here. I'm listening. You're safe. You're okay. Nothing is happening. We're just here to listen and feel what's coming up. And as you sit there, again, don't judge what comes up. Let it come up. If you feel an emotional reaction, you want to cry, scream, yell, let it out. Let it out. Let anything out that comes out, okay? Don't hold back. Don't feel like it's right or wrong. Again, we're always coming back to there's no judgment here. There's no bad. There's no good. There's not, oh, this bad thing happened to me. There's just, this happened. And you may feel all different types of ways about this, about the things that you're shown, that your body is showing you, that's been trying to get your attention for so long. But you just keep coming back to, okay, this is happening. And then you may get to a point where you're like, okay, that was enough. Then stop. Just stop. Do not force yourself to go through this. Okay, this is really important because you don't have to go through it all at once. There were many times where I was going through this experience with myself where I was just like, okay, that's all I can handle right now. I need to go do something else. I need to move on, and I will come back to this later. And that's perfectly okay. And go about your business and come back to it. Okay? If you're going about your life and something comes up, like all of a sudden you're like, oof, my hand is really hurting right now. It starts really getting your attention. Pause. Pause what you're doing, breathe, and sit with it. Okay, what would you like to show me right now? What are you saying to me? Sit with it, close your eyes, breathe, relax, and let it come up. I encourage you to reach out to someone to do this with you, to process with. They may not be the ones sitting there with you at all times while you're going through this, but it can really, really, really help to have somebody to just bounce off of. Somebody who's willing to hold that space for you, who can just listen, and you can talk about what came up and you can process it through, and you can be like, okay, this happened and I felt this way in my body and then this happened and da-da-da. And process it through with them because you don't have to go through this alone. If you have somebody in your life who can do this with you, great. That's amazing. If you don't, I'm happy to walk down this road with you. To reach out to me, you're going to go to the description in this video and join our No Apologies community. That's where you can have access to me and talk to me. I would be so happy to listen to you, to walk you through this process in whatever way you need, because you don't have to experience this alone. I wasn't alone when I went through it, and it really helped me. So it means a lot to me to be able to be there for you. Okay? Comment below if you have any questions, if something wasn't clear in this video, and reach out to me inside the community.